Hey Greyhounds, it is 2 p.m. Saturday at AUSA. I'm so sorry that I didn't vlog after the Cosplay Burlesque show. I was just high on adrenaline and enjoying spending time with my friends and catching up with people. Today I'm just gonna vlog the Ding Dong and Rompa fam, the Don Don and Rhonda fam. Halloween made me this awesome Monokuma Kigu, which we have Nick wearing. I for some reason went here like it was your face. So Nick's being our Monokuma. I'm Kaede Akamatsu, the ultimate pianist. We have Britt as Maki, the ultimate assassin, and Teddy is Shuichi, ultimate detective. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I feel like today's vlogs are gonna be a lot more interesting. So I'll see you soon. It's 4:30 Saturday at AUSA, and we just finished our Christmas Persona issue. Woo! It was a lot of fun. I can't wait for you guys to see the pictures. And look, it's Mama.
We're new.
But it was fun. Hey Greyhounds, it's me again. It's almost 5 Saturday at AUSA, and we are at the Ghost Stories panel, and we are very excited, as you can tell from Teddy's pink.
It was a long night.
Yeah, we had a long night.
Long night.
But yeah, I'll try and get some footage of this.
We may be switching you with panel 1 because you are overflowing.
I'm overflowing. I've heard that. Okay. Yes, if you need to switch me, let me know. I'm a voice actor. I'm in this show called Ghost Stories. I was in this show called Ghost Stories. I've been voice acting for about 19 years. About 250 anime titles, some video games, a bunch of audiobooks and commercials and stuff. Let's see, I've voice acted for ADV Films and Funimation and Sensei Filmworks, and I've gone in New York and in Los Angeles. Recently, let's see, I was Cliff in Fire Emblem Echoes, and I was Rintaro in Black Bullet, and I have played a little character named Reed in a show called Full Metal Alchemist. A character named Ashura in a little show called Soul Eater. And just recently I finished voicing 2 seasons of Haikyuu, in which I played Oikawa Toru. And I played Thanks Volleyball. And I play Ayato Sakamaki in Diabolic Lovers, if you're into hot, nasty vampires. But today, I'm here to talk about a little dub of a show called Ghost Stories, in which I play Hajime, a pervy 8th grader. Because I guess that's what I am inside, a pervy 8th grader. I don't know. So, how many of you have seen Ghost Stories? Holy crap. Okay, cool. How many of you have just watched like the highlights on YouTube? Lots of liars in the room. Cool, alright, good. So I decided to start doing this panel because I realized that in a lot of the generic like Chris Patton panels I was doing, I was getting half of my questions were
We're moving you across the hall.
We're moving across the hall. But give me a second. Jesus. Okay. Is anyone in here under 18?
No.
Just because if I slip, because I'm talking about ghost stories, I'm not going to make an effort to be dirty at all. But if I slip and say something, I don't want to like scandalize and ruin someone's childhood. I know. And if you mix up the letters, he's Satan. I'm going to give a little bit of a preamble, then I know we're on short time now, so then I'll open it up to questions really fast. we got this, ADV Films got this anime from Japan, and the Japanese licensor said, this show, frankly, did so poorly in Japan. It performed so poorly, we couldn't get it to sell. We're giving you the dub as part of like a package, and we need you to dub it. And in order to make it sell, you can do whatever you want with it, so long as you keep the names the same and the basic plot points. And so ADV Films was like, well, give it to Stephen Foster. And they did, and he cast myself and Greg Ayers and Monica Rial and Hilary Haig and Rob Mungle and Christine Otten as a group of misfit middle schoolers and a demonic cat to tell a bunch of ghost stories. And I want to put this ribbon in my hair. So that's the long and the short of it. It's not an abridged dub. It's not a joke. It's not something we did because we didn't care. We approached it with a lot of care, actually. We wanted it to be really, really funny. The goal was to offend everyone that we could, as many people as possible, including each other, which we did. And so my character became a pervy 8th grader. Monica became like a crash Christian holy roller. Greg became a Jew. Hillary became a girl with a lesbian mom, which is really half my friends anyway. And then Rob Mungle became a demonic cat, and Christine Otten was a challenged child. And then we had a bunch of guest appearances by a bunch of funny people. So that's Ghost Stories, and really the whole point was to literally take no prisoners and be equally offensive and just have fun and make people laugh. And it's a dub that has taken on, I think, something greater than cult status. It's just like it keeps getting more and more popular as the years go by, and it's insane. And I'm really proud to have been a part of it, actually, and I think it's a lot of fun. But I know people have questions and comments and stuff, and whatever. So now that we only have, we've got like 50 minutes left, so that's 5-0. Go ahead and ask me anything you want about Ghost Stories, and I will attempt to answer with as much honesty and candor as I absolutely can. I saw your hand first. Go.
Okay. So I know that you said that you guys approached it with a lot of care, but one of the most popular theories is that the voice actors hated working on this. Did you guys actually dislike it?
So part of why I do this panel is to dispel bullshit. So nobody that was working on this show hated it. Nobody was doing it to insult anyone or anything. We really enjoyed coming to work on this show whenever we did. No, that's absolutely not true. We didn't hate the show at all. We thought it was a lot. From the get-go, Stephen Foster told us that he explained the situation, he explained what it was going to be, how it was going to work, and we thought, oh man, this is going to be fun. And not only that, and I'll kind of take care of one of the other sort of quasi-myths that goes along with the Ghost Stories mythos, is that we did not improv the show. But what did happen was Stephen Foster said, basically what would happen is he would run the video, and he had up the adaptation script, and he would write the craziest stuff he could while he watched the video. Then he would present it to us, and he's like, if you've got something funnier that fits the flaps, I'll use it. And so if we came up with something on the fly that made him laugh and it fit the mouth flaps, he put it in. So that's where the sort of, I know, put it in, I know, huh? But, sorry. But that's where the sort of myth about improv comes in. We didn't literally hit record and improv the show, but we did. That's why we're all credited as writers, because we all took turns sort of writing the jokes for our own characters. But no, that whole thing about, oh, they clearly didn't care. Oh, clearly you can shut up because you don't know my life. Because we did care. But I know you probably read that a lot. But no, we were really stoked to be working on it. It was a lot of fun. Yes, good question though. Yes. And I honestly, people ask me all the time, what's your favorite Hajime line? It may be, I know it's kind of out of context, it's kind of silly to say, but I kind of love it. He's like, deadbeat dads are not cool. Yeah. Because it's so ridiculous. I do also love put down the Krispy Kreme Serpico. And I love, well, we know he's not racist, because you have to know when that happens in the whole running episode. How many of you have seen the running episode? Yeah, you want to be an Air Force Ranger? Yes. But the whole Brittany Karbowski's performance as the Psycho Bunny Girl is like one of my favorite things. It's so wonderful. And also I love every time we get those the two like disgruntled construction workers.
Oh yes.
Whole filler.
Whole filler.
Like so good. So good. Love it. That was Steven. So, and I know that like my character by like the 10th episode is just F-bomb City.
Yeah.
And it was just sort of a natural pervy progression that the show took for some reason. Yeah, you're right. When you watch like 1 through 3, it's kind of like, oh, those crazy dub people. And like, it's silly and it's funny and there's a couple of good moments, but like, yeah. I think Steven did make a conscious decision once we reached the end of the arc to just pull out the stops. And I remember him telling me, he's like, Patton, it was like for the last episode, he's like, just drop an F-bomb wherever you can. And I'm like, so it's my everyday life. Okay, cool. We can make this work. So yeah, it was conscious on Steven's part. We just kind of rolled with the Pervy Devolution. It was fun. Pervy Devolution, that's my new band's name. Yes, next question, anyone? Yeah.
What was the thought process into making Monica's character
Oh God, I don't know, but I loved every minute of it. Her character is Ketchero. I mean,
Yes.
Ketchero's awesome. Like, and I think Christine Otten's performance was kind of masterful. Like, because at the time she was like a 38-year-old woman, just like making these little challenged little boy sounds. Like, challenged little boy sounds. That's the name of my autobiography, by the way. Yeah, Ketchero. Yes, in the back.
Sort of a follow-up. If you had a choice, would you have chosen a different character to do the film?
No. I'm very happy to be Hajime. Yes. I think all the characters suited us well. They touched on like the worst part of each of our or the wonkiest part of each of our personalities. Like Stephen Foster knew that I had, like he knew already that I was doing a panel called Chris Patton Shares Too Much, where I just like tell dirty stories for 90 minutes. And I think he figured, well, let's make Chris Patton the pervy 8th grader then. And like, I still don't know why Greg was the Jew, but he was really funny. Yeah, no, I would stick with Hajime if I could do it all over again. Yeah. Yes?
As crazy as the dub already was, were any bombs left in the booth, or did you leave any?
No, okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes what we do, because we're all adults, is we leave bombs for each other in the recording booth, where like, the director will be like, hey, Lucy Christian is coming in right after you. Do you want to leave something for her? I'm like, yeah. So I'll make my character like say something dirty with the lip flaps. And so she'll hear that later. I think with Ghost Stories, it would have just been a redundancy. And I think I know that at least for me, a couple of times, I tried to say things that were pretty outrageous and ridiculous, and they just ended up in the show. Like when I know one, like when I was like, he's like, Pat, just do something here, and I'm like, oh, there goes the music teacher, and she's a bitch. And he was like, oh my God, and he kept that in there. I was like, yes, right. So, nah, no bombs, would have been contents. Yeah, yes. Hey.
So, I'm dying to know, since you were mentioning that you need to make sure that things match with the lip flaps,
Yes.
I really appreciate that was intentionally maintained, like that level of quality.
This actually really wasn't a blooper, it was a bomb that we left for Lucy. Y'all know Lucy Christian?
Yes.
Like, okay, she's a little tame, she's traditional, and there's a scene in Full Metal Panic where her character, Kaname, is on the subway with Sosuke, my character, and she's like this in a little schoolgirl skirt, and she's leaning into Sosuke, and she's like this. Sosuke's right here, and his rebuttal to her is and I think it ended up being something like, Miss Chittery, it's not a problem. But what I left for Lucy was, this was Don Rush's suggestion. I looked up and it fit the flaps perfectly, and I said, I see your taco, and it is quite beautiful. And that got put on the gag reel for Full Metal Panic. was at Anime Boston 2005. I had just finished a panel in a room much like this with several other voice actors. It was completely full. There were like hundreds of people. And typically, when you're at a con that big and you exit a panel this size where the whole room is filled, your liaison takes you back this way, back that way, so that nothing happens, we'll say. Mob for like whatever, pictures, signing, whatever. Stupidly, I was like, woo, we're done with the panel. I went that way before my liaison could do anything. And all of a sudden, from the back of the room, like two horses on fire, two girls come charging at me, full tilt boogie. When they get within a few feet of me, the one on my right stops and brandishes her right boob and goes, "Sign it!"
Oh my god.
I'm legal. To which her person with her goes, "You'd better sign it, because I'm her sister and she's gorgeous." And I didn't know what alternate dimension I had stumbled into, but I signed her tit. Signed it. After seeing the ID. Yeah. That's in like my top 5, for sure. Good question.
So who's the sadist?
All right, guys, we need to be loud.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, take your glasses.
All right, everybody, ready? 3, 2, 1. Monday. Legend.
Well done.
I don't know what to be cheering for that, but alright.
I thought you weren't gonna drink.
Danny, I think you didn't want it.
Lightweight. Alcoholics.
I've never been able to down alcohol like you.
Not alcoholics.
Lightweight.
Kind of.
Very nice. Good job, girl.